it's my honour to introduce and have a special guest, Matt Floyd, on a ringside seat with Tassie. Welcome, mate.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for having me, man.
Nah, my pleasure, brother. And how's things, mate? How's life in Perth at the moment?
Perth's fucking, it's all right, man. It's a bit of a weird state, but it's good. It's like Perth's pretty chill, man. I've always said I want to retire here, but when it's chaotic, bro, it's fucking hard to live here.
Yeah, no, I've fought over there a few times. Fought over there in '98 at the Nationals. I think it was in Leederville back in the day. Me and Greeny and a few of the boys, and then fought again there a few years later. But yeah, always liked Perth, bro.
Did you fight on the same card as Greeny?
No, we fought in as amateurs in the Nationals.
All right.
Me and Greeny turned pro under with Jeff Fennick in Sydney, but we didn't. I never fought in Perth as a pro. I fought there as amateur. Yeah. So, mate, obviously what's your record? 15-1.
I'm 15-0. The one fight they've got as a loss. They've already reviewed it. It's already been no contest, but we're just waiting for the Thai Commission to honour it however it works. Once they do that box rep, we'll change it. But it got reviewed already by 5 judges. We got it reviewed that night, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 15-0 and 10 KOs. That's a great record, mate. And you've got a title at the moment, or you've held a couple of titles.
Yeah, I've got I had the WA, the Australasian, the WBC Asian, and now like a UBO world title.
Yep, awesome. And you've just some massive news at the moment, obviously, with Tyson Fury's brother. And is that scheduled for late March?
Yeah, it's scheduled for late March, but they're still they're talking about it, and we'll find out more tomorrow. It's been getting talked about for about 8 weeks. Mick Francis got involved in the last couple of weeks because he could see that it was just fucking going nowhere. And so I know he's talking to the guy tomorrow. He reckons I've been talking about, because quite a few people have actually been offering me out since this fight, big names.
Of course.
And I keep talking to Mick about it, and he's like, mate, you fucking want to fight fucking Tommy Fury, want to fight fucking these other, And I go, all right. He's like, it's all good, bro. Just fucking chill the fuck out. Because I'm used to in the past, okay, I'm fighting someone, the next day I'm over there and I'm fighting, and that's it. I'm not used to all this.
Yeah.
But he's telling me it's all fine. And because Tommy's pulled out his last 3 fights, they've already got someone for me who's probably not as famous, because he's probably the most famous one over there, but just up there, with it lined up for me anyway. So no matter what I'm fighting, it's just hopefully it sticks with Tommy, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean, that'd be great. As I said, it'd be great. He's obviously a big name over there and everything else. But I mean, look, I know Mick Francis very well. He's great at what he does. I also had Spencer Brown on my podcast only last week. So
what they're doing, yeah.
Yeah, so Spencer's the man.
Can you maybe give him a call for me after the podcast?
I can. No problem at all.
That'll be sick.
Yeah. No, I've been blessed to be able to go to Saudi 3 times last year. I think it was Fury, Usyk 1 and 2, and Bivol Beterbiev, and got to know him very well, mate. He's a good fella. Yeah, so I will call him. I will, definitely.
They asked me about going to Saudi Arabia next month, maybe. So because Tommy Fury's going to be there, and when all this is set in stone, I'll have to go there next month, I think, and all that.
Mate, it wouldn't be bad for your profile to be seen there, and if you get on to Turkey, the Excellencies radar, that's where the money is over there, brother. Trust me, there's some big fights to be made. So, did you have much of an amateur career, bro? Or
no?
I
thought when I was younger, I had a few kickboxing fights and I rolled around the mats a bit.
Yeah.
But then I had an expedition fight before to jump over straight into the pros.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't obviously fought. I went to prison, and most of my 20s, and I trained relentlessly in there. So I thought, because you're pretty much in there training, when you're sparring in there, it's pretty much almost bare knuckles. So when you get out, I'm like, I'll just go straight into it, and I thought it'd be fine. It was like I did the expedition fight. It was Angelo Hyder's idea. He said, nah.
Oh, yeah, Angelo.
Which was, I thought I'd be fine because of my past, and being in prison and having fights earlier on. But he was right, absolutely, man, because I had an expedition fight and it definitely had to be done. And then I was my first few pro fights was still like easing into it, but I adjusted after a few of them, you know.
Yeah, so you had a bit to do with Angelo and Tony Tolge?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Angelo and Tony, good friends for a long time. Angelo and Tony helped me out a lot at the start. Angelo, he come visit me when I was away. Always is back. He always been in my corner.
Yeah.
Same as Tony in that. I'm just a real fucking stubborn bastard. I've tried to do a bit on my own lately for whatever reasons, and yeah.
Yeah, the guy, I've known him for many years. I fought on Angelo's shows in the past, and good friends with Tony Tolge. We've done a bit of business together. We're only out here recently having a good chat and having a coffee, and they're good guys, mate. And they're two of the best guys in Australian boxing. Look what they've done with the Maloneys and so many other fighters, and especially in WA, they've been great for boxing.
Yeah, Angelo. I usually speak to him fucking daily, like for. He always likes to give me advice and stuff like that. We never, because we're two different people, so it's hard for us to train together all the time and stuff like that. But he'll give me pointers and help me as he can. It's hard for him to train me because the way I am, and things like that. But yeah.
And you've got your own gym too, yeah?
Yeah, I've had a few gyms. Mainly like I took. Oh, do you remember Craig's gym? So.
Craig Christian, I do.
Yeah. So about 10, maybe longer now. Over 10 years ago, I bought that gym off Craig and I turned it into like a rehab center. I was trying to get the boys that were fighting. I tried to get them off the ice and all that and whatever else, and get them boxing and fighting. It had 8 bedrooms at the back.
Wow.
So I took over and I was taking pretty much them and homeless people off the streets and that, trying to help them out. And that's where Angelo was training Danny Green out of there as well. Back then. Danny, he was still fighting then. So, Angelo and that, and I spent a lot of time with Danny and Angelo then. I was actually going to have a pro fight back then, but that was just before I went to prison for everything.
Yeah. How long did you do over there, bro?
I did a few years on remand, and I got a 5.5-year sentence in the end for literally for a fucking pedophile, bro.
Well, there's nothing wrong with fucking bashing pedos, mate. I posted something yesterday. This teacher dog got off something like 30 charges, got 12 months suspended in the fine, and mate, he pleaded guilty too. The courts, the system's a joke, bro. Like as I said, don't get me started. The judges are mostly pedos as well, and the politicians, and they'll send a good bloke, who's just a knockaround bloke for a big sentence, and they'll give these dogs that they get let out, or if they do get put in, they'll get a short sentence and they'll end up being in protection. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we could talk about this for forever. I know. Yeah, I know plenty of fucking stories. I've seen plenty. Me going to prison makes you hate them more because you see fucking how well they get looked after and the treatment and the sentences. But yeah, what they do is they say, "Oh, fucking it happened to me when I was a kid," and blah blah blah. So they end up getting a fucking big discount and a big payout because they usually get bashed for their pedophilia by some fucking good cunt, and then they get. It's just not worth it, bro. Like that's why my plan was, to fucking, do other things, bro. I wanted to really, I feel like the only way pedophile gets any sort of justice, and it's not really justice, but it's the best we're going to get, is if you scare them to absolute death, where you got to actually make them believe they're going to die, because them boys that they fucking, and girls, sorry, that they do it to. I mean, I know with boys, I think it's 50% of them kill themselves. And then obviously the other man, like myself, I know for a fact you're fucked up for the rest of your life. I'm fucked up still, and I'm and it's just fucking how it is. So realistically, like and the kids never had a choice, bro. Like
that's right.
It's like you like women, right? And it doesn't mean you have to go. Like fair enough, they are sick, bro. I'll accept that one thing, that they are fucking sick cunts. They have to be. But anyone that likes a kid has to be fucking mentally ill, right? I can accept that, but if you like women, you don't go around raping them. Just because you like kids, you find kids attractive, you don't have to act on your fucking sickness. You don't have to go rape the kid, So it's all bullshit, bro. It's just all fucking bullshit. The whole, it happened to me when I was a kid, all bullshit, bro. Because I know people that do the opposite, like myself. I made it I dedicated my life, part of my life to fucking trying to get these cunts back. You know what I mean? And I did well, bro, for a while until fucking they set me up with an actual pedophile, and he caught wind of what we're doing, and I hit it. He didn't know for about 6 months, bro, that we were fucking doing it because we didn't trust anyone, and then obviously that's how they got us, bro, in the end because they wouldn't have been outed, bro. But fuck, anyway, that's another story.
Mate, look, at the end of the day, you should have got a medal, not fucking put in jail. You know what I mean? And I'm
Danny
pretty
Green went in
outspoken.
and said the same thing.
I'm pretty outspoken about things, bro. People say I speak my mind too much, but I'm my own man. I'll say what I want when I want. You know what I mean? And thing is, like my dad always taught me, society, especially the rich and the politicians and the special cults like in America, well, not just America, but all these, mate, they're all mixed up. And to me, they're all mixed. There's a big pedo ring that goes higher than you could ever imagine, bro, into the big, powerful people. And they're all together. And I swear to God, and that's why no one does any bad time, because all the elite of the elite, when you say judges and police and politicians and kings and queens, mate, they're all fucking mixed up in the same. And it's hard to think because you think, is the world that sick? But it is, bro. And I try and tell people, the younger, I've got stepdaughters, and I try and tell them, don't trust anyone because the world is sick.
I'm a real logical person too, man. Like I don't get into the conspiracies and this and that, but you're 100% like right. The leaders and this and that. It's the only logical answer because the sentences, like and the whys and the why do they get nothing logically makes sense except the only answer is that the leaders of the leaders or the fucking judges, like you said, are fucking pedophiles in a ring. Or it's the only logical answer. Like nothing else adds up otherwise.
No,
Like
100%.
I don't agree with fucking drugs, right? I'm not saying anything good about that, but you got a drug user, and then someone gives him drugs, right? They both have a choice, right? And they get 20 years prison for it, whatever, right? I'm not saying drugs are fucking good right now on this podcast, but fucking that happens, right? These kids never had a fucking choice, bro. They get their lives taken away from them, and it doesn't make sense. I know I've got plenty of stories like you just had one before where, like this one guy had these two boys, a 7-year-old, a 4-year-old, Craig Neary, fucking, they were in a bathroom, bro. These boys were just at a shopping centre, bro. Just, their lives are ruined now just from fucking going shopping one day.
Yeah.
And he molested both of them. And then he got 2 years, bro. You know what I mean? The only logical answer is, and I'm 100% like, how they always talk about the conspiracy, all the other stuff. I don't buy into any of it, bro. I'm a real logical person, but when it comes to this shit, I can't think of anything else, bro. Like except for what you just said.
100%, bro. Like, and when I'm from Tassie originally. I lived in Sydney for my boxing career, and I'm in Melbourne now. I've got a lot of mates, mate, that have done some big jail in all them states. Ripper blokes, best blokes you ever meet. Trust them with anyone. Trust them with my kids. Trust them with my fiance, with my life. But they've done some big stances of being good blokes, knock around blokes. They might have whatever. But at the end of the day, they're good people, and they've done some big stints. But these rats, these dogs, mate, they don't get fuck all. I just don't get it, man. Like, as I said, like, it's a system, and we can talk about it all day, brother. I know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
let's get
back to boxing, brother. Like, so at the moment, you're definitely fighting. Looks like late March, and it will be in England, but it just depends who the opponent is.
I'll be in UK, and yeah, absolutely, yeah, and obviously that's who we want. That's who. It's supposed to be a lot of people talking shit now about it. I've just been doing what I've been told to be doing, bro. Obviously, I want it. But there's going to be plenty of haters, but it doesn't bother me, bro. At the end of the day, me fighting on that show, no matter what, is a massive achievement from where I've come from, bro.
Massive achievement, bro. That's why I reached out.
Show, and yeah, so
I reached out to you.
Yeah, and I mean, I've had thousands of fucking UK, fucking Canada, America reporters, mainly from UK, reach out to me. I've done already fucking I don't know how many interviews, bro. But not one West Australian where I'm from or Australian reporter or anything has fucking said anything. But I know for a fact if I went across the road and chucked the piss on the wall, I'd get fucking put all over the 6 o'clock news.
100%, bro. That's the way it works, bro.
It's fucking horrible.
Listen, they're
horrible cunts, bro.
Mate, they hold grudges against people, like yourself, and I'll put myself to myself. I'm a knock around lad. And the thing is, mate, like, that's the thing, bro. Like, you're gonna do something wrong, the first person put you over the front page, TV in your face, but you're doing something positive, like going over to England, possibly fight one of the biggest names in the game. And that doesn't surprise me in Australia. That's what shits me with this country. They'll kick you when you're down, but when you do something good, they don't want to give you flowers,
Yeah, Australia, they put me all over the news about 3 years ago, I think, for saying that fucking didn't even happen. It was fully made up. It got found out that it was fully made up a few days later. So they put me all over the news, fucking ruined my life for a bit, ruined my business, fucking made life hard for my kids at school. And they didn't do, a few days later, when they found out they got it wrong, they didn't do a big fucking news article saying, sorry, Matt Floyd, we fucking got it wrong.
Yeah, no retraction. Yeah.
I had to fucking wait a year for them to retract the fucking fake media. I'm doing a big defamation case now against them because they literally fucking put me all over the fucking news. All bullshit, bro. None of it was fucking real. None of it happened. We had to go to the fucking police that apparently part of their station or whatever to get him to admit that it was all heaps of shit, bro. We had to actually go out of our way, even though it never happened, to prove something that never happened fucking never happened. Fucking anyway.
Don't surprise you, mate.
But the media and the media didn't know. No, oh, sorry, we got it wrong, and sorry to his kids at school. He actually that didn't happen, or to his business. You know what I mean? Like my gym, like half the members fucking stopped coming overnight over
it. Yeah.
And shit like that, bro. But anyway,
they don't care, bro. They don't care whose life they ruin, mate. They go back to their lives. The media mostly all filth, mate. You know what I mean? And they're working with the coppers. And the thing is, they don't care who they destroy. They don't care about your kids going to school and people saying stuff or people reading the papers. It's a joke, brother. You know what I mean? It pisses me off. That's all right. Go over to England, mate. And they love Aussies and go over there and knock out.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like I'm feeling the love already, bro. They wrote like at the start they were writing up ex whatever gangster or whatever fighting Tommy.
Yeah.
And I spoke to them. They reached out to me and I'm like, hey, it's sort of like, that's all you're saying about. And they look, no, we're reaching out because we want to find more out about you, blah, blah, blah. I tell them a little bit of my story and they've painted me already a bit better. Like they changed it to like, look, he's just, and you'd never get that in Australia, bro.
Nah.
And it's like they went out of their way to find more about me because they felt like, who is this guy? Like, or, like, cause when you say ex fucking gangster, whatever, people have in their head, oh, fucking some cunt that runs around doing this and doing that or whatever, you know what I mean? And they fixed it up for me straight away. They've already done like a few big articles on it and tomorrow it's going to be crazy, man. You got all the biggest ones that will be published tomorrow, telling more about me and that, which they'll never do in Australia, bro. Yeah. Australia just like, oh, probably let us know when you win the fight and we might fucking get in contact with you then or something, you know what I mean?
Well, that's why I reached out, but when I saw you posting, you said like no one's everyone in the UK has been doing this now. No one, I thought, no, fuck that, bro. Because I'm all about always for the underdog, bro. Always for the lad. You know what I mean? I thought, no, I'm going to get you on, brother. And, I've been getting some good momentum lately with, a few of the guests I've been getting. So I wanted to reach out, man. I see an Aussie lad doing well, changing his life because we all know how, when you're down one road, it's always hard to change your life. You know what I mean? So I give you mad props there, brother, and you're doing something positive. So you're doing something positive, so it should be recognised. You know what I mean?
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
So when do you leave? Do you know when you go over it all? Like you probably have to go over a couple of weeks before to get used to the time difference.
Yeah, once I know more, I want to leave probably the next 4 weeks. Once I know more, I'll probably want to go probably 4 weeks or something before. Yeah. For something like this, definitely. So the earlier the better.
I'd definitely go over there earlier. Get used to the time change, get used to the weather. Get used to your surroundings and do it properly, bro. You know what I mean? And I will call Spencer Brown tonight. I think it's mid-morning in the UK right now, so I'll give him a buzz and I'll see what's going on, mate. And I'll see, because I mean, if you don't ask, you don't know, do you, brother? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'll be sick, man. Have you spoke to Mick as well about it?
Francis? I haven't spoke to Mick. I can call Mick as well because I know Mick very well. He invited me. Well, we was over there, I think, 3 Saudi fights. He invited me to the Joe Pataya fight recently, and I can call Mick Francis, no problem as well, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be sick, man.
So, who are we sparring at the moment? We sort of, you got many sparring partners?
I just had my hand fixed.
Yep.
So I've got another probably 2 to 4 weeks, I reckon. They said, fuck, he said a bit longer, but I always cut it in half, whatever the doctor says.
Yeah.
Fucking, I broke my hand 3 fights ago. So I had a world title fight in Thailand, the one where they fucked me over. I broke my hand a week before the fight, and this guy he's had 500 fights, bro. He's like recognised as Asia's greatest fighter of all time. He's obviously a bit older, but he's still been active till now, and he's never been dropped in 500 fights sparring in his whole life. Um, he's had like 100 professional boxing fights. His record was like 99 wins and 5 losses, bro. He fought Jesus Chavez. I don't know how to say his name, Chavez, and that. He fought some big names, bro, and he's a WBC world champion twice. And he's had 400 other fights, so like bare knuckled, Muay Thai, typical Thai. And he's never been dropped, bro. So I thought I was going to knock him out because I had, I think, like maybe 9 knockouts in a row or something, and I started realizing how to I've always known I've got a lot of power, but I never knew how to use it properly in the ring, and I started working it out. And I thought I'd be all right with him. And then I broke my hand a week before the fight, and I was like, you know what? Every cunt always says, I win my fights from using like brute strength almost. So I'm just gonna. And They think I'm not the greatest boxer, so I thought I'm gonna outbox, one of the greatest, Asia's greatest boxers of all time. So I wanted to do it. Everyone was telling me not to fight, which just gave me more reason to fight.
Yeah.
And and then I did, bro. I outboxed him every single round over 12 rounds, and it was the weirdest fucking fight, man. Once again, everyone told me not to fight because it was in his backyard and he was famous there. But I didn't listen. I probably should listen. I create my own chaos with this one anyway. And it was supposed to be an Aussie judge, an American judge, an Aussie, an American, and a Thai judge, to be fair, because the Aussie.
Yeah.
And like every day it just fucking changed. So it was 3 fucking Thai judges, which was the guy I fought's fucking family in the end. And then a day before the fight, they're like, this is a world title fight, bro. They're like, you got to accept him being 83 kilos. You can be 79. I go, how are we going to do that? They're like, in the morning, bro, ask Stevie Wills was there, bro, with me. Like, it's fucking
Yeah,
this happened,
Stevie.
bro.
Yeah, I know Stevie.
This ask Stevie, bro. This happened, bro. This isn't. People would think this is a made up story unless they were there. Like, so they're like, all right. So before the commission get there, they got me and him to go there to check our weights. So I had to agree. I was like, at that point, bro, the day before the fight, I'm like, fucking whatever, bro. Like, I just kept agreeing. And then he was at 83 like he was. I was my 79.3 or whatever it is. And then they changed the weights in front of us and they fucked it up. The commission comes there. They got him to like fucking 75 kilos, bro. They fucked it up too much where the assistant, like the cunt that was the Thai that was not the commission, he's fucking put his fucking foot on the fucking scale in front of the fucking WBF supervisor, trying to put it up because 75 was too small, and then he put it up, and they're like, oh, okay, and they just fucking, I just copped it, bro. I was just like, whatever. Anyway, I was like, it's fine because I'm just gonna win every round, and in my head, my stubbornness is obviously it's great, and also can be the worst thing at the same time. And I won every fucking round, and then like easily. And then not easy, it wasn't an easy fight, but I won every round very convincingly. And then fucking they give it to him, bro. We read it straight away. It was, how you always hear about people complaining about being robbed. Usually there's 1 or 2 rounds in it. It sucks. It's debatable and this and that. This wasn't at all. Like it was just a full blown fucking corrupt fucking robbery. I think they knew this cunt was undroppable almost, and they knew it was going to go all the way, and they had it all set up, but they didn't know he was going to get beaten probably that bad. It looked stupid for them because it looked real bad for him. Anyway, it got sorted. Well, it hasn't been sorted yet because it still says I'm fucking 15-1, but
Yeah.
it got reviewed. We've got the review. 5 judges reviewed it. They all said I won unanimously. Still didn't reverse it and give me the win. They just made it a no contest, which is the best you're going to get. But it's still pissing me off because everyone, when everyone goes, oh, 15-1, then I have to fucking explain all this every fucking time. And like, I've tried to, just leave it for now. And I've tried to explain to Mick to tell Fury's team that I will I will be 15-0 by the time I fight him.
Yeah.
But I think he thinks the one actually looks better for me. There's more chance he'll commit to the fight. Like he won't. The worse I look, the better.
Yeah, well, of course, mate. Yeah, 100%. They want to.
Yeah.
They want to think they've got a 100% chance of winning. You know what I mean? So yeah. But he's beaten Jake Paul. He's beaten that other KSI guy. So it's Yeah, there's no reason.
I think he's better, bro, than what people fucking saying this and that. Like from watching him and that, I reckon he's, I reckon, and because I think he's better because I think Jake Paul's a lot better than what people give him credit for.
100%,
So
100%.
like that's why I think Tommy is better for beating him. He definitely didn't beat a YouTuber, bro. But you give millions of dollars to any like above average athlete just to train for 6 or 7 years, all day, every day, with all that coaching and all that shit behind you. Man, I've done. I would have been better off having a few $1 million and just doing that for 2 years rather than having to train over 15 years the way I've had to train.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
of course.
So yeah.
Well, not many
Um,
fighters get to, mate. It's usually you've got to work. Not many fighters get, especially on the way up, get to just have the honour of training, not working. And usually got to work, 8, 9 hours a day, then go to training or train twice a day. So, look, Paul definitely has improved. And like you said, mate, when you're training day in, day out with the money behind you, how can you not improve? You've got to be a total spastic if you're not improving, true?
yeah, well, I reckon, yeah. I couldn't imagine what I could do, bro, with fucking not all the responsibilities I have and having to look after every cunt and fucking just, being able to train all day, every day.
How old are you
Just
now?
just for 1 year.
How old are you?
35.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But
All
I
right.
feel like a 25-year-old because I think all that jail. I think you
Yeah,
preserve your body.
yeah,
I don't drink, man. I don't use drugs. I don't do fuck all, man.
good.
I feel good right now. I'm hoping in a couple of years it just doesn't fucking overnight. I just lose it all like that. Like I'm hoping I still feel this way in a few years' time. But obviously I'm conscious of it and I'm very aware of it and I want to fucking get the best fights out. Like while I still feel how I feel right now. I feel the strongest I've ever felt. I feel good, especially my hand better now.
Yeah,
So yeah, I really want it. I think this year is gonna be, gonna be a big year for me.
yeah.
It's starting off all right. So
Yeah, 100%,
yeah,
man. Well, I want to thank you for your time, and I really want to wish you all the best, man. And keep me up to date. I'll let you know when I make these phone calls too, what I hear. But keep me up to date with progress with it all. And once you get out there and knock one of these guys out, we'll get you back on, mate. And please, when I do edit and post it, if you can share
yeah, I will for
some of
sure.
it, that'd
Yeah,
be great. I appreciate it,
yeah,
brother.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, man. Thanks heaps for having me, brother.
Love to meet you,
Yeah,
lovely to
you
meet you,
too.
brother. And good luck, brother. Keep it up.
Thanks, brother.
See you, bro.
See you, bro.